Happy New Year's, everybody. This is Vic Azim here with Nick Arcana. Today, we're doing another movie watch-along type video. And this time, thankfully, we're not engaging in the Children of the Corn series. We moved on to a New Year's special for you guys. No, not New Year's Eve. It was on the list, but we decided against that because we found a better movie to watch. Allegedly, according to IMDb, which is not to be trusted. In most cases, actually wrong. But today, we're going to put some stock on that and say Terror Train, starring Jamie Lee Curtis. Not the terrible remake from 2000 whatever, but the OG original Terror Train. I've never seen it. I think Nick's never seen it. So we're in for quite the train adventure, or maybe something just terrible. Maybe terror terrible. I don't know. Nick, do you have any thoughts before we head into actual... hold on. Let me you. There we go. Do you have some initial thoughts as we get ready to board, not just any train, the Terror Train?
Yeah, I got a question. When have you seen the remake to call it terrible?
Well, I mean, most remakes by definition are terrible. And not only that, we looked at the IMDb and it was like a 4 point something.
That you just said we couldn't trust.
That's true, absolutely. Well, okay, so let's kill all the... Well, okay, maybe not, but when there's such a huge difference, I mean, this is what, a 5.8, 5.9?
Yes.
And that's a huge difference from a 4 point something.
Either way, what I'm hoping to see is some good kills, good acting from Jamie Lee Curtis, who's apparently in this movie.
Wait a minute, sir. You've already set the bar way too high. Good acting?
Yes, I'm expecting some
It's
good
an
acting.
early 80s horror film. What do you mean good acting?
It's not just early 80s, it is the 80s of 1980.
Oh, now we've done our share of 1980 movies. I don't think good acting is on the table, sir. I think you might as well eliminate that from your expectations before you let yourself down.
What are you talking about? There's good acting in the 1980s.
Mm-hmm. Name one.
Well, which one was The Prowler? When was The Prowler come out? Because that had some good acting.
What?
It had some bad decisions,
That's
good
some
acting.
That's some. I remember good kills. I don't know about good acting.
Let's see, what was the other one that she was at? Was it? It may have been after this, but you
Prom
got
Night?
Prom Night.
Again, sir, good acting, good dancing. Wait a minute, questionable dancing. Actually, thinking about it.
What? Not Jamie Lee Curtis's character.
Well, listen, Jamie Lee Curtis famously, before we get into it, because I know a little bit about this. I know that Jamie Lee Curtis famously had done Halloween, expected her career to take off, but it did not. She floundered for a little while. John Carper threw her a bone by putting her in The Fog. And then from Halloween to Halloween 2 in between, she basically did some horror movies. She did Prom Night, Terror Train, The Fog, and then Halloween 2. I think, was that it? Was there anything else we're missing from her?
I'm sure there is, but I'm not about to look it up.
This is all part of the OG Scream Queen run. This is where she got the identity as the Scream Queen, was this early 80s run. Of course, with Halloween 2, she famously said, never again, no more horror movies. I hate horror movies. I'm never going to be in a horror movie again. And she stood by that all the way until Halloween H2O, some 15, 16 years later. So this is in the middle of that run. Terror Train. Yeah, but anyway. So, okay, so your expectations are good kills, good acting. So you want a really good movie here. I'm thinking B movie, sir.
I want a decent movie, okay? Because I didn't mention that I would expect... Because if I want a good movie, I expect good tone. I don't think I'm going to get that in this. This sounds like it's going to be kind of switching between comedy and horror. And not in a good way.
Well, I like the idea of the setting, though. I mean, a horror movie on a train sounds interesting.
I've seen one. Wasn't that good.
Really?
Anyway.
Okay.
No, overall, I just want to... I'm just hoping to get something fun out of this movie. And that's about all I can say about it.
Fun would be nice. I have way lower expectations than Nick Arcana. I'm saying it right now. As long as the movie is remotely... decently entertaining, I'll add it to my watch on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, every year list. It's probably not going to happen, but I'm just looking for some fun kills. Jamie Lee Curtis is always solid acting-wise, so that, in terms of the acting, maybe she'll come through for you. But I don't have the high food. Well, we can get the show on the road now because the Chinese food has arrived.
Dumplings.
Yeah, you can just tell by the smell, huh? Okay. What else you got, buddy?
Your shrimp roll.
Oh, my shrimp roll. That's a light shrimp roll.
General Tso's chicken.
Of course, gotta have the, you know.
Oh yeah.
That's the steady Chinese food.
Here, you can have a fortune cookie.
was not a good aim. This is pretty typical for the 80s, where basically our opening scene kind of sets up the rest of the movie. I'm guessing that someone's going to die here in some weird fashion, setting up a motive for the killer to then stalk our characters for the rest of the movie. Sound good? Yep. All right, confirmed.
Sorry, I had a dumpling in my mouth.
All right, well, you enjoy your Chinese food, buddy. Very interesting. Jamie Lee Curtis is actually involved in the pranking of this character.
Don't be shy.
But because she's our main character, she can't be that mean here. She has to be sort of redeemable so that, you know, we
What's the
still...
question? Are we sure she's the main character?
I mean, it's Jamie Lee Curtis. I have to expect so. Right?
I mean, neither of us have seen the movie. We didn't look up anything about the movie either.
Yeah, we're going in blind, which is probably the best bet. Well, I guess we'll see. We'll find out soon enough. Alright, folks, the opening scene just ended, and apparently the prank gone wrong here. Ended up with the character actually hang himself by a bed sheet or something. It was probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I don't understand.
It was. I don't think he's actually dead. I think it was just he lost his crap, twisted around in all the bedding stuff, and then fell. There's no way. There's no way that was a death.
If that was a death, it was the most ridiculous death I've ever seen to open a horror movie. I do like this this opening shot of the train though. We had our first kill, but it was so quick and almost off screen that none of us actually noticed somebody was getting killed, but there's the body right there.
Literally, I saw it. I thought it was like a prank.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, it's just a guy faking with a sword in his gut. Everyone's going to scream and holler, he's going to take it off, and then we just see him getting undressed.
Well, this is certainly a 1980 horror movie. What? Hey, watch the dead body. Stupid train.
Literally says Terror Train is a 1980 Canadian horror movie about a killer targeting a group of pre-medical students on a New Year's Eve party.
All right, I guess they're just dressing up pretty crazy back then on New Year's. I mean, it was the 80s, so maybe New Year's was like a different time.
I guess this could be they are pre-med because a lot of them are wearing letter jackets as if they're in a fraternity, so I guess it doesn't. I was about to say, wait a minute, I thought they were in high school.
Yeah. Pre-med students, huh?
Yeah. So
Do you-
if somebody gets hurt, they should all be able to help.
Do you think one of them is going to zip themselves up in a body bag as a hiding spot?
I know, right? That if they don't, it's a missed opportunity.
Freaking Valentine.
So I just thought of something. It would be creepy and a good little psychological thriller moment if this movie had the killer constantly switch costumes. Right after he killed someone, he'd switch to that person's costume.
It'd actually be really smart, too, in terms of just getting away with it. Because nobody can really pin you down then, like, oh, that's the killer. That would be smart.
I guess he wouldn't be able to do it to those who don't have a mask, but
I don't know why, but so far this is giving me a Jason Takes Manhattan vibe. Just because Jason is on the boat, and this feels like this killer's on the boat, too. He's on a train, though.
I don't know why. You're giving me April Fool's Day vibes. I hope
Yeah, that wasn't really a horror movie, though, per se.
Please don't. No more April Fool's Days.
That's a good movie,
I
but it's
want
just...
2 shitty ass April Fool's Day movies.
The original one...
So, obviously, we just saw a David Copperfield show. It's the first time ever in my life.
Why is David Copperfield in this movie?
I'm assuming the killer's gonna make his head disappear.
He did a whole magic show. I'm like, did he pay to be in the movie? Did they pay him to be in the movie? Why is he in this movie doing all his magic stuff?
I don't know, but now we also got one character who finally found a body. So now we're gonna get a mystery on our hands.
Yes, sir. These damn ads have destroyed the viewing experience. Completely. I mean, seriously.
Hey, think of it this way. It hides the fact that they are doing off screen. Just like Prom Night, all the deaths were pretty much all off screen.
Remind me, you asked for good acting, good kills.
I'm not getting the kills. The acting's fine.
That is fine, honestly, yeah. The story's fine, everything's fine. But why are these kills off screen? Where the hell is Tom Savini to save the day here?
He's working on Friday.
We need you on this movie, Tom Savini, not Friday the 13th. This movie
all
needs
movies.
you. Kind of spreading himself thin at this time, though.
Right.
He did Friday the 13th. He did Prowler.
Did he even have his own company yet? Or
He did The Burning too, right?
Yeah. Did he have his own company yet, or was
Nah.
he just doing like freelance?
Just freelance. So, even though I love Tubi, watching horror movies with commercials will never be fun. So,
Yeah, but here's also the thing that we just with Elena and her boyfriend talking.
Elena being Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, and I just gotta mention, the dude has to make a choice here because obviously, girl doesn't like his friend. His friend keeps wanting to mess with his girlfriend. He's either got to choose his friend or his girlfriend at this point, and I think he's picking the wrong choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anytime you tell your girlfriend that I'm not stupid when having an argument, there's a good chance you're actually doing something stupid.
And plus, he told her, "Why do you always gotta be Little Miss Perfect?
Yeah, that's the other problem.
You can do so much better, Jamie Lee Curtis."
And there you go. There's your dating advice from one married and one bachelor.
Yep.
Have a good Christmas.
You know this is a New Year's video, right? So, I have to say, the movie is not giving us good kills, but...
It's not giving us kills.
Really not kills at all, but I'm starting to understand this is not really much of a slasher. This is more of a sort of suspenseful thriller, almost.
Mystery.
Yeah, I mean, the acting's decent. The movie's taking itself seriously. It's not trying to be a cheesy movie. The only thing cheesy is freaking... There.
I will say one thing. If you're going to stop a train, don't slam the brakes. It will mess the brakes up and you will not stop.
You need to fly off the tracks, too.
Yeah, too. You'll derail.
Interested to see how this movie ends. And the movie is over. An hour and 37 minutes later, we've boarded the train, we've seen the terror, we've gotten off the train. First, we're gonna go to Nick Arcana here.
Wait a minute, what are you doing here? I saw you fly off the train.
Well, you know, I landed on some ice pretty hard at the thud. You know, there's no worse feeling than when you're falling from a high position and the water's right there and you miss the water by 2 inches and then thud right into the ice.
Well, you know what?
How annoying is that?
You know what? That's what you get, because the guy put a damn axe into my chest, okay? I'm getting tired of getting all these mortally fatal wounds, and you keep getting away with just a bruise to the rib cage.
I mean, you know, someone's got to get away, so. All right, enough of that nonsense. Let's talk Terror Train. Let's give some final thoughts, because maybe some of the audience hasn't seen the movie, and what is this soap opera music during the credits? What are you doing? Give us some horror music.
You know why? Because
I know it's 1980, but come on.
Because the movie ended with a kiss.
Oh.
It goes to the whole Disney era of true love conquers everything.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, seriously, true love made a guy go schizo and then he fell off a train.
Well, he got hit in the head with a shovel and then he fell off the train.
Either way.
Special shout out to David Copperfield. I don't know why he was in this movie or why he agreed to this movie, but
overall, yeah, the movie was interesting. It has a nice little mystery element to it. No real kills, but the movie falls under, in my opinion, a mystery thriller, not really horror. Got a good amount of suspenseful scenes, though, and the acting is actually pretty good. That's one of the things I wanted. But David Copperfield being in a movie, it's kind of just awkward.
So did it meet your expectations is the question.
It met half of them. Remember, I said good acting and good kills.
I think you had a third thing too, but I'm forgetting what it was.
If I remember correctly, I think I
good
said
tone.
Good tone, which that one actually surprised me because I wasn't expecting a good tone with this. I was just wanting possibly some good kills and good acting.
I think we were thinking like cheesy, not serious horror film, but they actually played it really straight, pretty serious. This movie was not cheesy, except for David Copperfield.
Right. I do recommend.
Okay. So I have to say that. Oh, let me fix my hair first because
You can fix your hat.
All over the place. All right, there we go. I have to say that I personally am pleasantly surprised by Terror Train. My first watch, which, yes, if you want to take away our horror movie cards, you can, because it's pretty ridiculous that this is our first watch of Terror Train. But I can say happily that this is going to be added to my New Year's queue every year, maybe every other year, maybe every 3 years. But Terror Train, man, I was expecting cheesy horror, and I got a suspenseful, pretty good, well-acted, good drama, good characters. There were some advanced things for 1980. There was like it wasn't like really quick, cheap kills. There was like some suspenseful stuff, some horror techniques that I would have thought came a lot longer or a lot newer than what was from there in 1980. I don't know what I'm talking about, I guess, but there was a lot of horror techniques that I would have thought would not have been available creatively in 1980, but here it was. So big props to the creator of Terror Train, which the director, I'm giving full credit to the director, Jamie Lee Curtis, good job. David Copperfield, what the hell are you doing in this movie? I have no idea why he's in this movie. He's doing his magic tricks. He's a would-be killer, but he turns out to be innocent, well, but also dead. So, amazingly, after this movie, he went on to be like the biggest magician in the world. So it didn't hurt his career at all. So, all right, folks, that's our reaction video to Terror Train. Well, I guess it's past New Year's now, but get your New Year's resolutions. Do you have any final thoughts for the Nana?
There better be some good movies.
Well, you've already let yourself down, sir.
Damn.
All right, folks, until next time.
Beige.
Guys, take care. Bye.